Hey everybody, Jack Fly here. Well, actually, for those that don't know, Jack Flyer is my stage name. I'm an introvert, so I kind of like to hide a bit. My real name's Tim, right? Just want to tell you a story, and I need to get this off my chest because over the last month, I've been doing something that I should have done years ago, and that's filling my own cup, right? Because again, anyone that doesn't know, I'm a strong empath, very strong, which is what I'm kind of going to talk about and get off my chest about some things that happened that I've never truly spoken about. And I've tried to speak about it, and no one really wants to listen, so I guess I'll just get it off my chest on here. Fuck it. So years ago, right, I've been a carer for like 18 years, cared for a lot of people. One of them persons I had to care for was my mother-in-law, right? However, she wasn't your typical mother-in-law. She was kind and compassionate and extremely supportive. She's the only one I'd ever had and I've ever had in my life that truly supported me in everything I did. You know, she was the one that was validating everything I did. Always filled my cup. For the first time, she was filling my cup. It was good. So she's kind of like my best friend, the best support I had. And yeah, buddy, she got cancer, right? So she got lung cancer. Now I need to put this into perspective because even when I haven't told this story in detail, but even when I mention this, the fact that I was all alone, no one quite understands it. So to kind of put it in perspective of how alone I was, imagine being put on a completely deserted island with your loved one that's dying, and you're all alone, and only one time is a doctor and palliative nurse going to come out, show you how to do all the medication, and then that's it, and leave you to it. So that's what happened to me with the mother-in-law, right? So she was a single mum. At the time, she had a 15-year-old, he'll be watching this, a 15-year-old son who had Asperger's. He'd been in my life since he was 2 years old. I'd done all the fatherly things I could do with him. He's a good kid. So yeah, I took it upon myself to care for him, the mother-in-law, the grandfather-in-law, you know, my wife and my kid back here at home. And it's pretty tough on your own. And yeah, so she wanted to pass away at home in her room, and yeah, it was fucking, that first time it was, you know, going on, she only lasted 3 months, but the last couple of weeks were pretty traumatic. The last 9 days more than anything, because I couldn't sleep, literally. I literally, for 9 days, was sleeping 10-15 minutes, once or twice a day if I was lucky. Just doing everything, horrible things that I never thought I'd have to do, you know, that I'm not going to speak of. It's just so traumatic. So yeah, the night come when she passed away. So it was just me and the mother-in-law, and I'll explain how it went down. So the one time the palliative nurse came, he put the injection in the needle in the back so I could do the IV. Now that last night, the mother-in-law, her name's Lee, so she was pretty restless, and I knew something wasn't right, so I ended up rolling her over and have to remove the covering to get to the needle, because I just felt something's not right. The covering was wet, and when I removed the patch, the needle wasn't in there. And I'm pretty weird. I don't like medical things. I can't watch medical shows. I'm so weird. I couldn't even touch my late wife's belly when she was pregnant, when it was moving. I'm just really, really weird with that sort of thing. Not my cup of tea. However, I had no choice this night because there was no one to help me. We live on a rural property. And I had to ring up the palliative nurse, who then had to guide me through putting a needle. Oh man, shaking a bit. Pretty horrible for me. I hate doing it. Had to put a needle just between her belly button and pelvic area, just to get her in pain relief. And that relieved her pain, and did the meds, and she was comfortable for a while, and she was choking a lot on the fluids, and I'd have to roll her on her side to drain the fluid onto one side so she could breathe again. And then she just had death rattles, and I kind of already looked up how it was all going to go down, so I had an idea what to expect, and my intuition knew. I knew the time was coming soon, and I'm going to tell you something, because I need to let it go. And I'm very ashamed about, okay? To understand that this is the first support I'd ever had in my life, right? So you want to cling on to that. So she had these death rattles for hours, and I just held her hand. And then she just looked at me. And took a deep breath. Then just released that breath. And she was gone. And then I didn't want her to go. So I grabbed her and I screamed at her to not leave me. And then I shook her. She just breathed again. She just looked at me, and I was crying. She just looked at me, and with all her strength, she reached up And she wiped my tears away. And I told her it was okay, I'll be okay. And I just grabbed her and I held her. And I laid down next to her. And then I had to just quickly wipe my tears away. And I had to go out and be strong and tell her father, my grandfather-in-law, that his daughter's passed away. Tell her brother and her son that she's passed away. And I had to get in my car, had to drive the 16 kilometres home here, and I had to tell my wife that her mum's passed away. I had to comfort my wife. Comfort my wife. To put it in perspective, my wife wasn't allowed to go near my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law didn't like her daughter. In fact, not many people liked. No one liked my wife. She's a pretty cruel person. So yeah, I comforted everyone. I didn't get any comfort, but I was strong. I never told anyone that, right? Sorry for that, man. I need to get that off. It's fucking good. It's relieving, you know, to finally get it off my chest. And yeah, I did everything. Helped organise the funeral, and I spread her ashes, and I begged if there was ever truly any kind of God, that may that never fucking happen to me again. May I never have to go through that again, because that was so fucked up and traumatic and you know, on my own it was fucked up. So yeah guys, that was pretty fucked. So I went about my life for the next 12 years, and some of you know, I prayed not to ever fucking go through it. I fucking begged not to ever go through that again. And yeah, just 12 years later, then the wife got lung cancer. As horrible as it seems, I was in 2 frames. So you see, I knew it was coming, and it was kind of, it was a relief in a sense that I that I was going to be free to finally, you know, move on and fix the one problem that has always allured me in my life, and that's the relationship side of things. And but anyway, with the wife, as soon as she was diagnosed, I made her promise me she wouldn't make me go through that again, but more than anything, wouldn't let the boys see her have to die at home, you know. And so my wife was pretty abusive. She mentally abusive. She liked to abuse hell out of me. Like the awful things. Fat ugly cunt. I can't fucking sing. My music's shit. I can't write a song. You name every fucking horrible thing you could throw out at someone. That's what she did every single morning of my life. And I know what you were thinking, but I'm an empath, and I made the bed. I married her. I always look for the good in people and believe I can change them. Even though now, as I sit here now, 100% I know you can't change people that don't want to be changed. So there was a lot of resentment for the wife, and that was a promise she made, and she got told she'd have 4 months. Pretty much in the moment she got told that, she's like, I'm gonna die at home. And Tim's gonna care for me. Even though I've been full-time carer for our autistic son, carer, I guess, father and mother to my younger son. I'd raised both them boys pretty much on my own. The wife was, well, that's to say she wasn't a very motherly person, really. She loved the boys, she just wasn't motherly. So yeah, she decided to die here in front of the boys. Well, again, I was on my own. I'm not going to get upset here because there was a lot of resentment. She took 9 days of not eating or drinking, and 7 days for me without sleep. So no sleep, not even 10 minutes sleep, because for her, every single hour she required sedatives and pain relief. And I was doing that, cleaning the house, doing the house chores, doing the boys, getting them for school, all on my own. Yeah. Right up to the last 3 days when I ask, and I don't ever ask, but I asked my mum and dad for help, and then yeah, they come up, and turns out basically the help that they could give was help feed the kids and look after the boys and try and keep them away as possible. But yeah, so it's pretty awful. I couldn't hold her when she passed away. I couldn't give her that affection. However, I grabbed her hand, and well, for 7 days I held her hand. Right, and when she passed away, she'd never really done much for me, right? And I was so fucking exhausted and drained, mentally, physically, emotionally. And she had death rattles, and I asked everyone to leave. And I just told her that I was tired and I needed to sleep. Told her she was tired and she needed to sleep. And I fell asleep. And then I just woke up. And I just rolled over, and she had a hand out towards me, and she was just staring at me. So I just quickly grabbed her hand and held it, and she just stared at me. And it started like spurting out blood all over me. Begging for help. She didn't want to go. She just stared at me. And then she was gone. And then, yeah, I had to be strong, quickly wipe my tears. Go let the boys know their mum's passed away, and pretty shocked really. They didn't really care. That night they asked when they were getting a new mum. So yeah, there was a lot of resentment, and I was relieved that she was passed and I was free, but I also emotionally traumatized, and there's no support ever again. And I know now I don't need support. I fill my own cup, which is what I'm doing. I'm getting rid of all the past. I'm getting shit off my chest. It's out the way now. It's gone. I'm moving on. It's not all roses though, because my autistic son, I got a very strong intuition. I have a habit of working shit out when no one else can work it out. I've done this for years. Finally able to work out. So my autistic son, he's been extremely abusive towards me, physically and mentally. So I'd realised what's going on, because he says the exact same things as his mum did. And turns out, see, this is why I didn't want the boy's mum passing away in front of him, you see. So for weeks he's seen me doing all this medication to his mum, right? Hour after hour, only for her to die. Because here's the thing, we know I was just doing medication to relieve her pain and anxiety. But he thinks it was saving her. And he thinks I didn't save her. He blames me. Yep. Just when you thought it passed away, it's like she gave it to him. But it's all good. It's all good. I love him. He's my son. I'll get through it like I get through everything. On a happy note, shit's turned around for me. Like, holy fuck. Holy fuck, people. Some seriously awesome fucking shit has been going on. I got a fucking awesome dude. I may get some footage, because this dude's fucking awesome. He's gonna be a star, I'm telling you. This dude's gonna be a fucking mega superstar, alright? He's coming here Saturday, just for a little bit of life coaching and mentoring. Give him a bit of advice on finding, I guess, or reaching his true potential, because this dude fucking rocks. So that's pretty exciting shit. Also, I've got another person coming soon. That date's not locked in, but it will be. This other person, fuck me, another fucking star. Like, seriously, this chick's got some serious writing skills. She's fucking writes some really fucking catchy emotional songs. She also writes a lot of upbeat fucking rocky songs. The chick's making fucking music videos that are, they're 10 out of 10. They're fucking gold. She's jumping on stage, rocking the fuck out of her band. So hopefully giving her a bit of advice and some life coaching on the move forward. And you're all like, what the fuck? Obviously, I would give life coach, because clearly you've seen I've had every dream I've ever dreamt of. I've made a reality. I own my own home. I've had every fucking plane, every motorbike, every hot rod, every fucking materialistic thing you could ever dream of, I've had, because I have a strong belief in gratitude, being, grateful for what you have. Also have a strong belief in wanting things for pure reasons. You gotta want these things for genuine, pure reasons, even materialistic things. Like, I was just explaining this to a family member who I asked like I do a lot of people, what would be your one wish? And he said, to have like a brand new car, right? So I said the way to get that brand new car, like to start thinking about it, firstly, you want to not have any blocks, right? So it's quite simply a block against the matching the vibrational frequency to manifest that brand new car would be, I want that car to show off to me mates, show them how fucking awesome it is, you know, look at me, look at me. Negative vibe, never gonna get it. I'll tell you what is a positive vibe, a way to connect on that frequency. You want that brand new car, right? Because having that brand new car is gonna just validate your self-worth. You're gonna feel so much better about yourself that now you're just gonna be in such a happy place. You're even better for your family. You're even more loving. Your life just is gonna blossom. All because you've got this brand new car in your life. And I know because I've had all that. I don't have any of that shit anymore because I've learned that life lesson. Everyone needs these things to learn this life lesson, that materialistic things, in a sense, like true materialistic things. I'm not talking about me fucking guitars or some hobbies or whatever. True materialistic things that you waste shit on over time, and we all do it, don't mean shit. They really don't. But we all seem to need these things. Like a good example of a materialistic thing that you just, for me personally, I don't see the point of, would be expensive jewelry. Like, what the fuck does it matter? To tell you the truth, no one even takes notice. I know a lot of people think they do, but no one gives a shit. If it looks pretty, it looks pretty. No one gives a fuck how much it costs. So it's good to get this shit off my chest. I know it's a long post, but I really don't care because I'm giving myself a lot of self-love. I've got to get rid of the negative past, release it, and I've released it. And I know, because I feel it, I got strong intuition, and you're gonna see it, because I ain't fucking hiding it anymore. You know, I didn't try, like with what went on in the last 8 months with someone, I didn't want to hide. I wanted to show the fucking world. I did, man. I wanted to take 1 million pictures, videos, have her in every fucking video, show the world, right? But yeah, she didn't want that. Kind of a red flag, hey? I know the next time though, and it's coming soon, she's gonna embrace me like I embrace her. She's gonna give me back what I give her. She's gonna love my kids like I love her kids. I feel she's gonna have kids, and it's coming soon, and you're gonna see it. Fuck, man, life is awesome. I'm gonna keep inspiring you guys, and I'm gonna put it out there. If anyone that needs to reach out, I know one of you who'll be watching this now did reach out to me, and I'm glad, and that subscriber slash fan slash stalker is glad he reached out, because we have a strong connection now. His life's better, my life's better. So if you want to reach out to me, feel free to reach out in any way. Your intuition and your angel guides will guide you if you need to reach out to me. There's no doubt about that, alright? If people want life coaching, advice, any kind of healing, spiritual healing, I'm happy to help, guys, alright? Take care, everyone. Keep smiling. Love you, guts.